What is up, everyone? In the last video, if you didn't see it, we got intercooler piping, the turbo, all that good stuff on the engine, and now the E36 is starting to look like something. Like it's kind of getting in that range of like, looks like it just needs a tune. We got plenty to do, but we are chugging along. I couldn't be more excited. And today, Spoon is piping away on the exhaust and trying to get another exhaust. There's been a lot of exhaust on this car. Here's another one.
The LS exhaust won't work.
So we did a 4-inch exhaust on the LS. We went crazy with it, and 4-inch on this setup is very excessive. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it a little bit mild. We're gonna do a 3.5-inch downpipe to help with the spool, and then we're just gonna reduce it right back down to a 3-inch and go the rest of the way through. At our power level, since we want to make around 550, I don't see that limiting us at all. The E36s are very chassis low, right? Underneath there isn't a lot of room for the exhaust to fit under, and so they start to get really low and get caught up on things. So if you can keep it smaller, you're gonna do that.
It's not the size that matters, right?
It's not the size that matters. It kind of matters on this thing. On top of that, we have another exciting thing happening today, and the S13 Coupe. Today we get the glass installed, and that is the next major step to making this actually feel and look and usability like a car. I've been painting the trim. I spent all yesterday scuffing, painting the trim, getting it ready. So we'll get the glass and we'll get the trim in, and the car should look incredible by the end of this video. So you guys see, coming off of the hot side and turbo, we had 3-inch, and we quickly stepped up to a 3.5. We're just trying to increase the volume in the downpipe here because we're trying to make like a low pressure zone behind the turbo to allow this thing to spool faster. Obviously, once it starts to get a lot of flow through the exhaust and just starts to have back pressure, it's not gonna help. The oversized downpipe won't help up top, but while the airflow is still low at lower RPMs, this area does help increase that initial spool. We want this thing to just, you know? So nice, because when we had the BMW engine and the thing sits at like 60 degrees and the head's right here, the downpipe had to like fit here. Now we have all the room in the world. Who decided to show up? The recall guys. All right, the boys, they always get us right with the glass. They are the go-to around here. You guys have done quite a few windshields at this point for us. You did the 8.6 glass, you did the FRS.
I want a couple for DJ too.
Couple for definitely a few for DJ. Now it's time to christen the new S13. So they got me a brand new windshield, which is awesome. Was that tricky to find, or was that lucky? Oh, there's the giggle.
I wanted to go to the Bronx to get it.
Well, okay, not too
not bad, but I hate New York anyway.
Yeah, everyone does. But we got a fresh windshield. Been cleaning up the quarter glass all day because they look like they've been oversprayed on like 4 times. And well, we're gonna leave the professionals up to it, and this car should get transformed very quickly. I don't know where this glass came from. It definitely did not come from this car, but this and the quarter glasses looked like it's been put in a car, removed, put in a car, and then removed again. Probably the 4th S chassis this glass is. Dusty. First step, what are you doing? Let's do some teaching.
Primer. Make sure that glue bond to the body in the glass.
The primer for the glass, this is like a very special primer.
It's primer for the glue, yeah. Yeah, it's each glue, each brand, each manufacturer have their own primer.
That stuff is potent, dude.
You don't wanna.
I could, my nose hairs are
You don't wanna mix. You don't wanna mix primers with glues because you don't know if they're gonna
react.
Not react.
But yeah, it's important, right? Because if you just glue windshield to a car, you could just be gluing the paint, and the paint can
exactly.
And then
Driving,
boom.
Just flying.
It's something I never thought about. You know what I mean?
When I started doing glass, we did one with primer and activated all this stuff. We did one without it. We went down, we tap it, and the one without it just came off.
Yeah, you're just going on the highway.
Yeah.
Put your window down.
Yeah. Boom, done.
Imagine how devastating.
Go. Where my windshield go?
Frame first always.
You can't put the window in and then mush it in later.
Oh no, it looked like shit.
First piece of glass, just you wait. It's crazy how much this piece of glass too gives definition to the car. Just like the whole, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I forgot to pull the rear door cards out. They're just trapped in there forever. I'll have to pull the driver's seat out. That'd be so annoying if I had to just cut him out of the car. Oh, how hard those were to find. dumbass. Such a dumbass. Too much going on right now, alright? That's definitely the tool. You just get after it. Watch your fingers now. These situations I just feel useless. Like I want to be involved, but I'm like just getting in the way. Come on, tag me in, coach. Okay.
Stop letting me sit on the bench, coach.
Oh man, you want like Gatorade or something?
While we're doing glass stuff, what you got going on?
Trying to figure out a dump pipe. Want it to look smooth and functional. Still trying to fit 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag.
Primered.
Glue.
Fucking clean, bro. Give me 2 seconds. Rushing me and shit, bro. And together, bro. Yeah, go right ahead.
Our windshield, we're kind of just using like a universal thin trim. Now, if you're gonna restore an S chassis and not just make it a drift car, I'd honestly always suggest using the OEM trim because it comes out so much nicer. Well, come check this out. It's not gonna come out bad. It's not gonna look bad, but the OEM trim, it just makes the cars look so much cleaner. It's always worth it. But it's like $300 something, and I'm sick of spending money. So. See on camera how the windshield has like a little blue tint to it?
A little bit, yeah.
It kind of goes crazy with the purple. Like Josh kept saying blue accents and I was like, dude, shut up. Like, no. And now like seeing like the slight blue tint in the glass, it's like, imagine doing like a blue, an actual, kind of goes crazy. Reminds me of like a really good ice cream pop, you know? I feel like the purple and blue one tastes the best. Awesome, you got a crack I could fix? Turn around. It's crazy how much life got pumped into the car by just putting the glass in it. To make this thing look fully complete, we have a lot to go. We got a lot of trim to put in. We're gonna put the door handles and the belt moldings. We have a bunch of seals we still gotta dig up and find. So we're not in the clear yet, but
It's never ending.
it's never ending, dude. This is like the never ending part. But I'm dying to see this trimmed and sealed up. It'll be a crazy transformation, so let's get to work. All right, first piece of the puzzle we got here is the belt molding. 2 hours of masking, sanding, painting. 10 seconds to install. Like, love that. This is the big piece that took me forever to freaking prep, but this is the one that really ties all together, right? So this is gonna be the full trim on the roof here. And this will hold all of the seals in too. Oh, they're supposed to like slip in right here. That's not stressful. Oh, yes. Watching a car come together, dude, just enjoy each step of it, you know? These are dusted. Man, I gotta get freaking window polish.
No matter how good you take the windows, you can always get overspray.
Every time. Each piece of the puzzle, it gets better and better. Oh, do I have to put the lock in second? No, I don't have to. There we go. Oh, that's so good. Just keeps getting better. It always feels like it's not gonna fit, and then it just pops in. So the last big exciting piece, because now it's actually starting to look like something, it's gonna be the Ganondorf arrow mirror. Dun dun dun, fill the hole, it's gonna look sick. You know I've been excited for this part. Yes, hide the last of the red. Goodbye, good riddance.
Are these gonna have glass in it, or do we need another picture of Martino to put here?
Show him my black car. I've been having a hard time trying to figure out if that photo is good luck or bad luck. I can't decide. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're missing the B-pillar cover. Obviously, that's the last piece to make it look complete. I thought I had them.
They're probably buried here somewhere.
They're probably, dude, I thought I knew it. You know when you're like so confident what you know where something is, but you're like, is that 3 cars ago or is that like, I don't know.
Did I know where that was 2 years ago?
But besides that, we have a bunch of trim because right now, you have clay and everything. There's no weather sealing in here, so we got to dig out all of our seals, clean them up. I mean, we need it for
the trunk too.
Every panel. There's a lot of seals, but like just being able to take it in with the glass in, and I know this is like the 10th time we've done that, so like, look, it looks more like a car, but like
it really does.
It really does. Like I've been really enjoying this process and each win of the way, and like that's the only way you're gonna survive building a car is try to enjoy each win, right? Such a shame I don't have a kit, because if we just had a kit to bolt on right now, it would just be, if we saw on a kit, it would just be like,
the final form is gonna be unreal.
It would just hit so hard, but we'll look forward to that win once I can find a damn kit. So for now, I got a lot of seals to find and clean, and get in the car.
How's it going?
Downpipe's all tacked up. Now I want to get this somewhat set before I weld the downpipe together.
I love how you've gotten the flex and the step down all into the downpipe.
And a V-band, yeah. I want to keep it all up high. I don't want the V-band hanging down here to catch on anything. Just got to get this little level. See how it's kind of kicked on right now?
Yeah.
It's going up. Get that tacked in, and then I'll pull downpipe out, fully weld the downpipe, and then start the rest of the exhaust.
Alright, Spoon has been piping up a storm per usual, so the downpipe is officially finished. He has it all wrapped in the heat wrap with the funk heat wrap right here. We have a bung for the O2 sensor. We have a flex in the downpipe, of course, because if there's no give in the exhaust, you're gonna break something eventually, and most likely it's gonna be your expensive manifold. So we put the flex in the exhaust, and now the rest of it is going to be, well, the underside of the exhaust. We left the 3.5 inch on the downpipe itself just in case we ever want to upgrade to a 3.5 inch exhaust later on. We could just make a new exhaust from the downpipe, not have to remake it, which is nice. So we'll step it down from here. But like I was saying before, you don't have a lot of height in the E36s underneath the body, so making sure the exhaust is tucked up as high as possible is definitely the move, so we're not dragging on everything. One thing we have to do is we have to get the drive shaft in first so we know how high we could actually get the exhaust up in the tunnel. So I actually had to get a new drive shaft for the swap because my transmission actually sits back like an inch farther than it did before, which is pretty crazy, but that's no biggie. We went to our boys down at Drive Shaft Pro, and honestly, it's my first time getting a drive shaft from these guys, and I have ordered drive shafts from many different places. We've had, I think every car in this shop has a custom drive shaft in it, like, and it's always such a theatric. And honestly, Drive Shaft Pro made it like the easy experience. It was literally as easy as what transmission, what diff, what's the length, what material you want. Okay, cool, be out tomorrow. Like, like you would think
crazy fast.
Crazy fast. You would think it'd be that easy, but it's usually a pain in the butt. So we have the new shaft. I wanted to go with aluminum, but for the power level, we would have had to step up diameter in the drive shaft. And in the E36, the tunnel is so small, we had a lot of clearance issues with the larger shaft before. So I went with a smaller drive shaft, diameter wise, but it's steel, so it should be plenty for the power band. It's just a little bit more rotational weight, which I don't think we'll notice too dramatically. Look at that.
Perfect.
Look at that, dude. And if you were curious,
Nice shaft.
nice shaft. Now we got plenty of room up here. And if you were curious, Skyline axle nuts work perfect for drive shaft bolts for an E36.
Oh yeah, I got those laying around.
They're literally perfect. I don't know where the hell these ones went. Grant stole my drive shaft. The event remember the event the car blew up? Grant took the drive shaft and the axle out of this damn
He
thing.
started parting it out immediately.
Immediately. Like, look at it. He still has Grant's blown axle in the thing. So if anyone has OEM E36 M3 axles, hit your boy up.
Sounds like Grant owes you a pair.
Yeah. Pipe game crazy. You looking spoon in the eyes right now?
Right down there. Oh, sir, what massive pipe you have.
The only pipe I've laid in months.
Straight pipe Jay-Z.
Turbo's the best muffler.
That's pretty convenient if you can use this whole straight piece.
Yeah, but then we come down to serviceability. Most exhausts are 2 pieces or 3 pieces for that reason itself. It's all serviceability. Now you have catbacks, axle backs, and the name says it itself, axle back. You would want to
Cut it somewhere at the axle.
so that you're able to work or service your axle without having to pull the exhaust off. So if I put the V-band back here, kind of defeats the purpose. The exhaust is still in the way. Normally want to put it back here, pull your axle back off, you can service your rear end.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I never would have thought about that. That gets all of that out of the way.
Yeah, that way you don't have to drop your entire exhaust. Same thing with like the V-band up front, you want to put it up nice and high. If I put it down here, that's the first thing that's catching on your trailer.
Yeah.
Which we've all lived there. Try to plan it out, think ahead. Fab work is literally thinking 10 steps ahead. Now the second question is, do we axle dump this or do we run it out the back? I specifically remember Jimmy saying we're gonna axle dump it, and now he's changing it up and says he wants to go out the back.
If it was me,
Same. V-band, little piece of straight, kick it down. Done. Turbo's the best muffler. Hear all the Jay-Z noise.
I cannot wait to hear this thing.
Yeah, no, this thing's gonna be rowdy. So let's just continue to make it rowdy. Jim, we axle dumping this, right?
You want to axle dump it? All right, axle dump it. Let it bang. It's like hard to make the Jay-Z's like super loud, you know? I think axle dumping it is the only way to do so. Let that thing bang off the ground. Just kick it at the tire so it lights the tire on fire. There you go. Yeah. Make it count. Just like a little to the left. A little to the left. Yeah. I was in a car accident. Flat. Let it bang. Let it echo off the ground. Luckily, if it sucks, the V-band's right there, so we could always just add to it. What's up, Johnny? Little tractor pipe.
Should we put the flap on it?
Go with the flap on it. No. I am Larry. I pick things up. Look at Johnny a vinyl plotter. Come on. Pretty good, right? It's pretty good, right? Let's go make you some eyebrows. Yes, sir. Look at that. She's an FD car. That's it. That's all it takes.
That's all it needed.
That's all it needed. I hate when I align it so we can't start a car up with the fresh exhaust. It's such a tease every time. It's like, we finished the exhaust, it looks pretty. We'll hear it next week. Last step of the puzzle. Making hangers. What do you like to use? Just like generic stainless rod?
Yeah. Round it up whichever way you need it.
You know, it's so much thinking, effort, and work. You finish it and you're like, oh, damn it, I still need
got
that.
hangers, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I needed to make something for the rear, which...
I think that's the worst is when there's nothing on the chassis, because then you got to make like a custom hanger on the chassis. On the exhaust is easy, you just weld it, you know.
Yeah, well, the tabs of the exhaust, so...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can get creative somewhere. Oh, we should have put a freaking full exhaust on it now. I'm kidding.
This is fully worth it. Trying to figure out a hanger is way
I know.
easier than making a tailpipe.
I'm excited to see how this thing sounds. Just throwing all the noise at the ground, it like amplifies it.
Flames, all that Sudoku race fuel.
Yes, sir. There she is. There she is. Give it a little slap and tickle. That's it. Say it.
That ain't going nowhere.
And then we got the Screamer for the Beamer. Good old Screamer pipe, little dump tube action. Why you got a carton full of
Can I
eggs?
offer you an egg in this trying time?
Smash it over your head.
No, these are delectable.
Raw dog and a carton of eggs on a Wednesday afternoon.
like,
That was crazy. Did you lay those yourself?
so yeah, I laid it myself. Came right out of my butt. You want one?
That's why they're brown.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
RJ.
Clean your fingerprints off of it, because the minute it heats up, it stains it.
Forehead grease right here. The Victory .5 fisheye shot.
That's exactly. Here my shot. Good shot.
All right, we've been making casual quick work of this swap. I don't know if it feels like it to you or not. I feel like we've been just, and we haven't even been trying to rush. That's the cool part about this, and it's come together super quick. It's fully piped up now. I mean, almost all the systems are finalized. Power steering's finalized, the charge harness is finalized, the fuel system, the accessories, the cooling system is basically figured out. I have to make 2 lines and we're good to go. Just waiting on the fittings for that. Waiting on 1 fitting to hook up the clutch line. The drivetrain is now hooked up besides...
Easy stuff.
But yeah, we never had to take apart the brake stuff, so the brakes are already bled and ready to go, which is nice. I'm so used to having a bare car from scratch, but an axle in because Grant stole mine. At this point, if we had a harness, it would just start, boom, and it would run, and we'd have a full. It'd sound good. It'd be sick. Like then, it's just dyno ready. That's what's amazing. We don't have to Bosch. It's just straight
Straight to the dyno.
Here you go. Go make some power. Front Street Coupe and the E36 are kind of like the split off of the Coupe. More aggressive JZ setup, but then the nimblesy of the S chassis. This allows me to have the 2 different worlds split apart instead of them kind of mushed together. So I have 2 cars that will be best in the worlds that they drift in versus 1 car that's okay at both,
yeah.
if that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense.
So I'm actually really, really pumped about this, and I'll have my 2 separate entities and 2 different driving styles and 2 different event styles. Like, I know the LSA LS looks cool in here, but
it was sick.
Can we just talk about how like perfect this looks in here? I said it in the last one. I'm saying it again. I'm going back, and when I get a time machine in the in the future, it's gonna have it. I'm gonna go back, Mr. BMW, Mr. Toyota. I know you guys met for the Mark V Super, but I'm gonna make it happen sooner. JZ E36 came factory. That's what I could dream about. So.
You got the door cards out of the back seat.
Oh yeah, victory! I got the door cards out of the back seat. I was so stressed about that. So the interior is now on. I had to do a little finagling. I was able to kind of pull the back seats out and had just enough room, but I was so stressed that I was gonna have to turn these things into a taco to get them out. The interior is basically full together. We have a couple small bits in the inside, a little bit of dialing in, but now all the red is covered. Officially, no more red. I could get the champagne bottle and smash it for no more red. I also took the green wheels off so we could see it without green on, and I think it really kind of cleaned the whole car out. Now I don't know if I'm fully sold on 3-piece wheels yet. I think I don't know, because to me, I love like I consider this like the battle stance, right? It looks like the car is gonna just be a weapon. I think the battle stance looks a little goofy with 3-piece wheels.
But it doesn't have
a
a kit on it yet.
I know,
so
it's
you
hard to
can't make
decide.
a full judgment.
But I really like. I've always been a 3-piece wheel guy, but I just been like 1 piece on like we'll call it battle stance. It just goes crazy. But for now, couple lines, couple wires, And we're ready
Hopefully
to go.
in the next video or two.
I'm hoping. We're just waiting for the text about the harness. As soon as we get that text, it's like game on. But it looks amazing. It's gonna perform amazing. Everything about the car is gonna be amazing, right? Right. Let's put this in the universe.
All the good juju.
You gonna do a little seance for me or something on this thing?
Light a candle.
You can call someone. Get the rosary beads, the holy water.
The high priestess.
The
in
high
here.
priestess, exactly. But all right, you guys have heard me ramble on enough. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you guys very shortly.
It's sad because I